Well, first I want to just say thank you, Mayor Pro Tem Baca, for those kind words. And I'm really humbled to be here in front of all of you to deliver the 2017 State of the City address. I want to say that we need to celebrate the state of the city because it's really a lot of great things that are happening in our community. As the first directly elected mayor, I am proud of what the city is achieving and how we will continue to serve each and every one of you. I'm delighted to report that the state of the city is strong and is, in fact, growing each and every day. Our city is a city of action. We have never been the type of people to sit back and wait for what may come. We envision and attain our own destiny. In the words of former President Barack Obama, at the end of the day, the circumstances of your life, what you look like, where you come from, how much money you have, what you've got going on at home, none of that is an excuse. Where you are right now doesn't have to determine where you'll end up. No one's written your destiny for you, because here in America, you write your own destiny. You make your own future. You see, you are the reason why we work so hard for our city. We strive to make every day better than the last. One more pothole filled, another business license issued, questions answered with a smile, and of course a solution, right? Fiscally, Moreno Valley has achieved remarkable stability following a nationwide economic downturn that hit everyone. While other cities and counties were struggling across the state and even in the nation, I can tell you that Moreno Valley is thriving. This year, Moreno Valley was ranked the top third, not in the county, not in the state, but in the entire United States of America as the most financially solvent city, top third. Sound fiscal practices make a difference, I tell you. We preserved the quality services our residents expect and deserve, and expanded services to further enhance our quality of life. We are adding more police officers and firefighters to serve our neighborhoods. This year, we will open the first ever second library branch by December. We are also investing in our young people, our future leaders, in our infrastructure, in our roads. We are bolstering our award-winning economic development department and program to attract more international, national jobs into our city. In just its first 33 years, Moreno Valley has transformed a collection of neighborhoods into the Inland Empire's economic hub. International, national, and local companies have decided to make Moreno Valley their home. As you'll hear in today's presentation, the city's hard work to attract jobs and businesses is really paying off. City revenues are growing, key services are being enhanced, and our budget is balanced for the 6th straight year in a row. At the same time, we have restored a healthy general fund reserve of more than $37 million and will continue to set resources aside for any economic downturn cycles. And most importantly, the city is helping to put Moreno Valley residents back to work in record numbers, I can say. We have a plan and it is working. Just a year ago, I proposed the city's strategic plan, Momentum MoVal, which the council approved, to chart the course of Moreno Valley's future, our destiny. This plan, known as Momentum MoVal, aligns the city's resources and our creative energy to meet 6 key objectives identified by key community stakeholders, all of you. This is a dynamic and forward-leaning endeavor and a living document with a focus on achieving the aspirations of our diverse community, each and every one of you. Today, we are going to take a look at our city's progress through the lens of Momentum MoVal's 6 priorities, and that includes economic development, more jobs for our residents, infrastructure, our roads, public safety, library services, quality of life, and of course, youth programs. So let's begin with economic development. Over the last 4 years, as Dr. Thornburg pointed out, our city has created over 14,000 new jobs in our city, expanding our medical and logistics industries, growing our small businesses, and solidifying our reputation as the ideal location to do business right here in Moreno Valley. The numbers, 14,000, wow, new jobs in just 4 years. That's impressive, don't you think? I think. Yet most importantly, the difference this makes every day for our husbands and wives, mothers and fathers, young adults whose careers are just thriving right here in our city. And these are more than just jobs. They can spare 14,000 households from long commutes to work outside our community. Our residents can now invest their precious time with their families instead of logging all of those hours on the freeway. They can spend more time with their neighborhoods and actually give back to their neighborhoods and their schools. That's why I created the Hire MoVal program to encourage businesses to hire Moreno Valley residents. It provides residents with jobs and businesses with a qualified workforce. The results are hard to argue with. Employment in our community has surged to more than 94%. Let me repeat that, 94%. While other cities have been adding red tape, Moreno Valley has been breaking through that red tape. Our efforts have been widely recognized. The Inland Empire, in fact, the Inland Empire Economic Partnership recently recognized the city at the Turning Red Tape Red Carpet Award. We truly are rolling out that red carpet for our businesses. More than 4,500 businesses, including Fortune 500 and international companies, have chosen to do business in Moreno Valley. The March Joint Powers Authority has been a strong ally and partner in our economic development efforts. In fact, with the Foreign Trade Zone, we've been able to save businesses millions of dollars. This has proven to be a powerful recruiting tool to attract businesses to the JPA area and the Moreno Valley area. Now, to set the record straight, I want to say that our city is especially proud to welcome the World Logistics Center, a world-class business project that will bring global companies, innovative technology, and innovative architecture. This project is going to bring over 33,000 jobs to the region. The World Logistics Center will incorporate the highest environmental standards, not just in the city, the county, the state, but in the entire United States of America. In fact, the project represents a $2.5 billion economic impact and an $8 billion investment into this region, $8.5 billion. And I want to also add that the project is also home to Skechers, the world's most environmentally friendly logistics building. So let's give an applause to the World Logistics Center for this project. I want to add as well that luxury electric car manufacturer Karma Automotive, Amazon, Procter & Gamble, and Aldi have moved their operations here. A record-breaking 8.4 million square feet of industrial space has been leased across our city in just the last 2 years. Karma Automotive brought auto manufacturing right back to California, right here actually, in fact, in Moreno Valley. So let's hear about Karma, about why Moreno Valley was the obvious choice, and how they're helping to put each and every resident back to work.
Karma chose Moreno Valley for several reasons. Moreno Valley had the right attitude and were very proactive for our interests here, but we also wanted to go to a place that had space available and that was industry friendly. The city right up front was interested in how they could support us from a hiring perspective, but even more, it's how you get started. When you're taking over a facility and really putting in a manufacturing process in there, we got a lot of recommendations on how to get going, and they were involved in our incubation of our activities here. They were a partner right from day one, and right up to the point where we actually started producing cars.
I was actually surfing Facebook, looking through job posting groups, looking for something that just jumped out at me. And I saw this big post with the Karma logo, and I'm like, what is Karma? Like Karma hiring here in Moreno Valley. Working here at Karma, it means a higher level of stability. It's definitely a benefit being close to home, more time with my family, of course better income. It's an amazing feeling to know that I was part of constructing this vehicle that someone's going to enjoy and have fun with and take road trips with and snap selfies with or anything else.
I've been working through temp agencies probably for the last 2 years. So I was going through the workforce development. They had a hiring conference. Hire Mobile is great. So much that they've been able to help me with as far as a resume, how to interview for jobs. I always had this feeling that this was going to be the place for me.
You see, we have a great story to tell, and we're applying energy and creativity to connect businesses with opportunities for growth in Moreno Valley. In November, we unveiled a state-of-the-art website to help site selectors and companies realize how their businesses, and actually to help their businesses. It's simple, really. Moreno Valley is the right place at the right time. Our city now provides help and level services to help business leaders invest in their futures and in our community. Our new online portal, Simplicity, which is a pretty cool name, works at the speed of business to make trips to City Hall a thing of the past. Companies can now check the status of permits and other planning documents right from their cell phones in the field. And residents can monitor the status of their permits and code compliance cases, as well as residential permit statuses. Our innovations save time and money for customers. Efficiency, that's the key. It's one of the many reasons why businesses are laying their foundations right here in Moreno Valley. As businesses grow, quality of life is enhanced for every resident. Our future is just not one story. It's the tens of thousands of stories that intersect. It's the story of a small business owner who weathered the Great Recession to continue to serve his loyal customers in his small business. It's the unemployed dad who now has a job thanks to the Hire Mobile program. It's the high school student who received the help from the Summer at City Hall program, internship program, and who is well on her way to earning her degree at UC Berkeley. And it's the 11-year-old boy born with autism and cerebral palsy who was reunited with his therapy dog, Princess, thanks to the good old-fashioned work of our Moreno Valley Police Department. Working together, we understand that we are laying the foundation for our future. We are building that foundation with solid infrastructure, which leads me to my next point. And what do we mean by infrastructure? We throw that word around a lot in government, but what do we really mean by that? Well, it's the roads we drive when taking our children to school and when we're going to work. It's our Moreno Valley utility, which powers our new homes and new businesses. And guess what? We do it with extreme efficiency. Communities served by the top 25% of utilities in the U.S. experience an average power outage of 53 minutes. When MVU customers experience a rare service outage, it's only 2 minutes. An achievement which earned a certificate of excellence in reliability from the American Public Power Association. Hey, it's no wonder that businesses are choosing Moreno Valley to be right here with us. Infrastructure is also about buying the 9,400 streetlights from Southern California Edison to help control street lighting costs and position us for smart technology growth. It's also about a new electrical substation to meet increased demands from new industrial customers. For example, our Kitching substation, our third electrical substation, will be energized in October. And it's very important that we understand that we have to have that infrastructure in place in order for myself or the Economic Development Department to go out and reach the businesses and tell them to come here. They want to see that infrastructure already here. Infrastructure is also about installing new sidewalks and curbs on Farragut Avenue to enhance neighborhood pride. It's about our storm drains, our bus stops, and of course our bike lanes. And it's a special kind of infrastructure, especially dear to my heart as a special education teacher, that provides a safe place for all of our children to play at the city's first inclusive park at Shadow Mountain Park. Now children of all abilities have a beautiful new area to play together, to climb, to swing, and of course to ride a zip line. It's transforming Recha Vista from a former county roadway with tight curves into modern, safe routes for the 15,000 motorists who use it every day. It's about peace of mind. It's also about identifying and prioritizing over $500 million of infrastructure needs. But we didn't just identify those infrastructure needs, we went a step further. We now also have a plan of how we're going to reach those infrastructure needs and laying out that foundation. It's maintaining miles of our city's roads, saving our residents thousands, actually hundreds of dollars a year in unnecessary road repairs. Ladies and gentlemen, over the next 2 years, Moreno Valley is scheduled to receive about $4.6 million in new funding from the state for additional road repair. And we're already moving swiftly to begin vital projects. In fact, as your mayor, I proposed an initiative to bring back our streets, our roads. Just last night, the City Council, I'm very proud to say this, approved a $1.2 million initiative to begin an ambitious program to bring back the slurry seal program to improve our roads. Thank you. You see, we're paving a path for our future, which leads me to my next section, public safety. Our future isn't just about smoother roads and more bike lanes. It's also about ensuring our residents continue to enjoy our city by carefully crafting and how we help with public safety. In Moreno Valley, we don't just preserve public safety, we build it from the ground up, and we're very innovative about it. We are helping companies design buildings and open spaces with techniques to prevent crime and enhance quality of life. Just take a walk through our business district and you'll see Officer Friendly making his rounds on foot. He's getting out into the community, getting to know the issues that are out there, and he's also working with a very special population, our homeless population, to provide them the services and resources that they truly need to get them back on their feet. So let's take a moment to watch this video about our Officer Friendly program.
The Officer Friendly program was implemented as a business relation program to make a connect between the business owners and their police department. I've really taken it upon myself to learn more about him so they can see me as a person, not just the badge.
We started seeing the another side with the police. He cared really actually about the people and about the business owner. We started a really good relationship, even with the customer, like even when they start see him, say hi to him. He say hi back, and they care about the people, care about the business owners, care about Moreno Valley.
The impact that this program has had on the city has been drastic. Calls for service alone dropped more than 50%.
My experience has been very, very good. As far as like crime-wise, it's definitely gone down in our area. I definitely think it's a great program for the business owners because you get more foot traffic, more clientele. If clients feel safer, they're more likely to come, do their purchases, do their investment in the city rather than going elsewhere.
Business owners talk to each other. So when someone's coming to Moreno Valley, they're going to talk to the other business owners and say, hey, is it a good place? If they talk to the businesses that we work with, then there's a high likelihood that these people are going to want to do business here.
I'm delighted to say that our police officers have responded to more than 154,000 calls for service. Our firefighters answered an additional 19,000 calls. And I'm also extremely proud to say that we are adding more and more police officers and firefighters to our streets and deploying them in a way that makes sense. In this year's budget, the City Council added more patrol deputies and funded the city's first full-time medical aid squad of an additional 6 firefighter positions. When responding to an emergency, we all know that every second counts. Allie Hatch knows just how precious those seconds are. The 11-year-old was unconscious and not breathing when she was rescued from her grandparents' pool. She's alive today because of the CPR and the quick work of Moreno Valley firefighters. Let's take a moment and watch her video.
On May 24th, my children and I and my 2 nephews went over to go swimming at my parents' house here in Moreno Valley. And the kids were out swimming, everyone was out there, and then my little guys got done swimming, so I put them out of the water and I was on them, and my oldest daughter, my 13-year-old, and my daughter Allie, who's 11, and Lucy, and they were out there still swimming. And both of my older children are very accomplished swimmers. They've been swimming since they were 4 years old. So I didn't really have a lot of trepidation about them being out there without me staring right at them. And then at one point, I had seen Allie sitting on the poolside playing with a toy. And then a few minutes later, my oldest daughter, Ivy, came in asking, have you seen Allie?
My first reaction was, oh, maybe she's just playing, because she likes to hold her breath and just see how long she can do that, and she likes to swim kind of low by the floor. So I just kind of sat there for a second and I looked at her, but she wasn't moving. There wasn't any air coming up, so I was kind of mad at myself because I couldn't jump in to get her. And I was so scared because I didn't know if I was having my sister. I was just so terrified that I wouldn't have her.
And then moments later, I heard Ivy screaming. And I ran out the back door and looked in the bottom of the pool, and there she was, face down at the bottom of the deep end. I jumped in and pulled her up, and as soon as I got her out of the water, my dad came running out of the house, and we both began administering CPR immediately. We got 911 on the phone.
I told every single one of them, please don't let my sister die. And I was just so scared, but when they came in and they were helping her and I saw them doing what they could, and as I was getting my siblings and cousins inside, I was so thankful because they were just 5 minutes away from us and they were so quick to get there, and they were just helping my sister.
We saw the mom doing CPR on her child, and we went in, took over the CPR and the patient care of the patient, and then I started talking to the mom, trying to get the scene a little more non-chaotic as it was.
It's kind of our job just to come in and calm the situation, calm the scene, and make sure that everything ends up going the right way.
She was not conscious, wasn't responding.
It's paramount to any call going successful for us. We have to train every day, and the training that we get and us spending so much time together as a team, it helps in every call that we have.
We started ventilating, breathing for her, and then we hooked her up to our cardiac monitor, saw that she was in a shockable rhythm, and then we provided a defibrillation for her, which restarted her heart, and then continued on and then got her over to the hospital.
They were able to get her heartbeat back, and they continued resuscitative breathing, and then they took her to the county hospital there on Nason and Cactus, and there they got her a little more stable, but they felt like she would be better monitored over at Loma Linda, so they life flighted her over to Loma Linda, where they were able to do the rest of her rehabilitative stay. And we're very fortunate that she's back.
I've been on multiple drowning calls in the city, and this is the best outcome that we've had of any of them.
Usually drowning injuries, you don't have a great outcome like this. And with that outcome being what it was, that was very, very satisfying to see, and it just gives everybody a sigh of relief and, okay, yeah, we are making a difference, and we are doing this for a reason.
As soon as we knew her outcome, even if it hadn't been as good as it was, we wanted to go and thank them for their support, because that, I mean, first responders really see a lot of tragic things, and we wanted to, especially with her being so healthy, wanted to go and show them that their good work paid off. And so we did drop by there, and they were so happy to see her. They knew her name as soon as we walked in.
The outcome of little Allie, I mean, she was at our station no more than, I would say, 6 or 7 days later, and to hear that she was actually in the pool 4 days after this had happened, it's amazing what had happened.
So when I went to the fire station, I was really happy to see the people who saved my life, and they showed me all the equipment that they used to help save me. And then afterwards, they asked me if I wanted to take a ride in the fire truck, and I said yes, and I got to ride in the front seat, and they took me for a little ride inside the fire truck. So that was really cool.
Get your CPR training, understand the skills, understand the need for it, and prepare yourselves. Being prepared and having that knowledge saved our little girl.
What a powerful video. Our police officers also removed 500 drunk drivers from our roads, making the community safer for all of us. Undercover operations removed illegal and potentially deadly fireworks from our neighborhoods as well. And our officers are engaging with our community more than ever before. In fact, we have several events and programs. We have the regular Coffee with a Cop meetings, the National Night Out, which was such a success this month, and the Cops and Clergy program, which enables our residents to talk with police officers in a relaxed environment. More than 4,000, and I'm excited to say this, 4,000 people set a new attendance record at the 4th Annual Public Safety Expo to see how our police officers and firefighters keep Moreno Valley safe each and every day. Hundreds of smoke and carbon monoxide detectors were donated by Amazon to Moreno Valley residents who attended the expo, making hundreds of Moreno Valley homes more prepared in case of a fire. Police department volunteers increased the number of hours spent giving back to the community by over 30% from last year. And our emergency operations center, one of a kind, is helping prepare residents for earthquakes, fires, winter storms, and other natural disasters that may strike. We are training residents through our CERT program to be prepared and help their neighbors in case of an emergency. The most important key to fire safety, however, is prevention. Fire inspectors conducted more than 1,100 inspections to businesses and houses. So it's very important that we have those tools in place. Now, which leads me to the library section of Momentum Moval. We're working hard to keep our residents safe, and we know that, and enrich their minds. And that's why library services are a major component of the Momentum Moval strategic plan. In fact, it was ranked one of the highest that the community stakeholders voted on in the course of developing the strategic plan. The Moreno Valley Public Library supported more than 136,000 patrons since last year. They issued more than 2,000 new library cards and added more than 3,300 new books, magazines, videos, and other materials available to residents. Our public library is the cornerstone of our community. It's the pride. It's a source of information, a place to embark, to gather. But it's also a place that keeps our residents cool in the summer and warm in the winter. I am so proud of our library and the services it provides. It extends far beyond a place where you can check out books and magazines. It encourages our youngest residents to read and also helps our adults learn how to read through the Adult Literacy Program. And through a partnership with the California Department of Veteran Affairs, we are also helping our veterans. The library proudly provides our veterans with one-on-one counseling to connect with a variety of services. Our library also is valuable for volunteers in helping to put those veterans back in school and back to work. It is helping them find a place to live and access quality health care, and that's the right thing to do. These men and women served our country, and now it is time for us to serve them. Let's take a moment for this video about our library.
I work at the Vet Resources Desk in the library in Moreno Valley. The program is set up to advise vets of their benefits. We sign them up through a program called Vet Connect. We find that a lot of them may not even know what their benefits are that they're entitled to. Once a person is registered, we in the library, we have a number of resources and contacts in the community. We just have so much. There's a wealth of information out there and so much available and so many people that want to help vets. I feel like if a person is entitled to benefits from their service, that they should get them.
The reason I like the Moreno Valley Library is because when my granddaughter and I walk in there, both of us feel very comfortable. It's a very warm, welcoming environment. Everyone is very friendly and everyone's very accessible. They do the story time bilingually. The young lady that teaches the class, the story time, her name is Marlene. She begins the class using songs, music, and she loves to do the songs because she also incorporates a lot of movement along with the songs. The parents also are very appreciative, I think all of us are, of the services that are being provided. They're wonderful services, and I think in this community we're taking advantage of them. The city is growing. One of the most important parts of a community and a city is to have a library.
Well, Laura Bush once said that the wonderful thing is that once a child learns to use a library, the doors to learning are always open. So we are literally opening new doors to our library services and programs by opening the first branch library in the Moreno Valley Mall by this December. Soon, residents won't have to drive across town to take their children to story time or teen night or check out the latest bestseller. And our current library is undergoing a facelift with a modern, welcoming design. So make sure you stop by to see all of our progress and check out a book or movie while you're out there. Our library isn't the only service that's expanding. We are engaging our community more than ever before with new programs, initiatives, and new ideas. Momentum Moval, our strategic plan, our working document, features more than 160 initiatives or action items which the staff considers their work program. Over 30 of these separate initiatives are ongoing right now to beautify our city, our shared environment, to care for each other and enjoy access to cultural and recreational amenities. Which brings me to this point in the state of the city. I'm so excited that at the last city council meeting, we approved a new cultural festival called the Latin Film Festival, which will actually be coming to the city of Moreno Valley. Last year, they had thousands and thousands of visitors in the city of Riverside, and they're actually coming to the city of Moreno Valley. And so I'm really excited about this. It's going to be in October 27th to October 30th. I'm also excited about another cultural event, another amenity, the El Grito event, which will be in September 15th in partnership with the college and the Hispanic Chamber of Commerce as well. We are working hard to enhance the quality of life of all of our residents. These programs range from enhancing care for our community's pets, to beautifying residential areas, to promoting health and recreation, and more. My first telephone town hall brought City Hall into the living rooms of our residents. Instead of attending a meeting after a long day at work at night, participation was as easy as answering your phone. More than 30,000 Moreno Valley residents joined in over the course of the event. Isn't that amazing? Most town halls usually have 20, 30 individuals, but this had 30,000 residents joining in. Most of these residents had never been to City Hall. Some just wanted to learn more about how the city functions. They asked questions and received answers. And we followed up with each and every resident who didn't have a chance to ask their question during the live broadcast. You see, our residents spoke and we listened. Traffic officers were deployed to various neighborhoods, roads were repaired, and code complaints were filed in direct response to the concerns of the residents. My next telephone town hall will be scheduled September 6th, and I hope you'll join me in that event. By helping connect residents with their city leadership, these highly interactive sessions are just another example of unmatched quality of life that sets Moreno Valley apart from so many other cities. Our animal shelter is coming up with innovative ways as well to find forever homes for dogs and cats. Their creativity has paid off. In just 5 years, the shelter has completely reversed historical trends to achieve overwhelmingly positive outcomes. We recently added a canine exercise yard, which makes the stay as comfortable as possible for our pets, our stray animals in the animal shelter. In addition, made possible by our corporate partner with a grant of $20,000, Petco. More dogs and cats than ever before are joining new families, and lost pets are being reunited with their families. And I really encourage you to check out our animal shelter, because we really have amazing dogs and cats there. In fact, I adopted my dogs, Lassie and Kayla, from our shelter, and I couldn't imagine life without them. We're also educating our residents on how well maintained landscaping can actually increase property values and economic development to bring more companies here. Upgrading a home's landscape, interestingly, can increase home values by 10 to 12%. That makes a huge difference, given that in Moreno Valley, our home values have already increased by 10%. And our code enforcement division is working hard to help residents and businesses keep our community safe, looking at its best, having initiated more than 5,300 code compliance cases in just the last year. At a time when other jurisdictions are cutting corners, slashing their code enforcement departments, we have actually increased our code enforcement departments by over 33%. And we aren't stopping there. We've recruited part-time code officers and a dedicated group of volunteers to work to ensure to have code compliance coverage 7 days a week. We are putting our best foot forward, one close case at a time.
My business is Paul's Engine and Radiator. We've been here in town since early 50s. I think code enforcement has been a positive impact on the neighborhood because of the willingness to, especially in our case, to work with us to make the changes that they've required for us to meet code. So we were able to discuss with code what worked and what didn't work and what we could do to make those improvements. Overall impact on the neighborhood and along Sunamee Boulevard is positive with the people that we've worked with.
And those homes and residents who need a helping hand have found more than a few in Moreno Valley through our community cleanups. These cleanups have been a partnership with various agencies that have identified a few residents whose homes have fallen into disrepair, but due to age, financial resources, or other unique circumstances have simply run out of options. We know another code violation isn't going to fix these issues. But you know what? Volunteers can. Members of the Noon Rotary city employees, and so many others have come together to donate their time to clean yards, fix fences, lend a helping hand to those residents in need. And what was once a neighborhood eyesore is now a source of pride, thanks to our volunteers. You see, like I mentioned, our city is a city of action, but also a city of generosity. We have so many people in our community that want to roll up their sleeves, that want to give back to Moreno Valley. The city is taking strong steps to put helpers in touch with those who need assistance. More than 150 volunteers of all ages turned out for our first community day of service event. In just a few hours, they cleared the trails at Hidden Springs Park and gave a new fresh coat of paint to the community center at Marchfield Park. To help channel the philanthropic spirit, we created mymoval.org, a new resource to help connect volunteers with service opportunities and our community. Residents who want to help others can select various ways that they can become involved, and mymoval.org will connect them with those opportunities. I am also excited to say that as the mayor, we have a new program called the Adopt a Neighborhood program, which is designed to help neighborhoods get the TLC, the tender loving care that they really need. Neighborhoods can reach out for assistance. Community groups can offer a wide range of services. So now let's watch a video from Pastor Mark of Victory Outreach about Adopt a Neighborhood program.
The city of Moreno Valley, ever since I've been there, have been a great partner. Every person in the community, especially leaders within the community, that we need to get involved. We need to be a valuable asset here within our community. Part of our mission is partnering with those of mutual purpose. This initiative will really help whatever part of the city you're in to really deal with your neighborhood. And that's really just coming together and making Moreno Valley a better place to live in, to raise our families, our children. With the Adopt a Neighborhood initiative, we can make a big difference. I want to encourage people within the community to really come in partnership with our city. We love our city, and let's make an investment. And I think that you can help our city become a better place.
You see, working together, we can lift up all of our neighborhoods. I imagine the Adopt a Neighborhood program where all the churches, organizations adopt certain areas in our community to provide resources. It's a win-win situation. Which brings me to our last section of Momentum Moval. We are a young city full of dreams. We are helping make those dreams a reality by investing in our future and investing in a long list of projects laid out in the youth programs segment of Momentum Moval. Last month, we rolled out the third phase of our successful Hire Moval program. It's called Hire a Moval Grad. Local businesses are now rewarded for hiring local Moreno Valley graduates, and recent graduates are finding jobs. It's a win-win for everyone, our graduates and our community. These graduates have demonstrated their commitment to education. Now we're demonstrating our commitment to them. The City Council dedicated over $100,000 over the next 2 years to give recent graduates much needed edge through the Hire a Moval grad program. Our young people have so much to offer, so we want to keep them here in our city. Just as their dreams soar, we want to help them. And I want to mention that we have our school districts here as well. Moreno Valley Unified and Val Verde Unified School District, they continue to invest in our children with much needed infrastructure improvements, new infrastructure improvements to our children that make it vital for our community's vibrant future. We are working closely with our school district partners to guide young people toward a successful career. When we believe in them, they believe in themselves. Our Summer at City Hall internship program provides high school students from Val Verde Unified with yet another reason to believe in themselves. Working at City Hall alongside our staff, these students gain valuable work experience and catch a glimpse of what they can achieve. Let's hear from the Summer at City Hall interns about their experiences. Great program.
Summer at the City Hall program is a program where our students take classes and they learn about leadership, they learn about ethics, they learn about how they could be a positive contributor to our community. So we were excited with the opportunity to be able to provide this internship program with our students. Our whole focus is to make sure our kids are college and career ready. Any exposure that they can get to the work environment will help them in their future experiences both at college and the career.
I was hoping to get job experience and to improve my skills as a leader.
This internship is going to help me for my near future because it gave me new work experience and I learned how to interact more with adults and people in the workforce.
Well, this program is giving me the opportunity to work in a real-life work environment, so I will be able to take this and translate it into maybe a future job opportunity.
I definitely think that this program will benefit me because it's going to give me some insight on how government actually works. So later in the future, when I'm an adult, I'll be able to be an active citizen.
I believe the ethics portion is a big part of the program because not only do they get a better idea of learning just how to be a productive, contributing member of our society, they learn more about themselves. What are their values? And that plays a big part in what they have in their abilities to be able to lead others in the future.
And if we have, it's really a great program, and we couldn't do it without the superintendent of Alberta Unified. If he's here, Mike McCormick, if you could please stand. He's right there in the back. Thank you, Mike. I approached Mike McCormick with that idea to let's do a Summer at City Hall partnership program. Many other cities are doing it, and he opened his arms and he said, yes, let's do it and let's partner. And so it's been a really great, successful program. You see, education is the key that opens so many doors in life. Our partnership as well with Moreno Valley Unified School District has helped so many other students. Over 20 interns this year. Given real responsibilities and paycheck, these paid internships give high school students a taste of the working world. In fact, the city remains the district's top employer in the Asterisk Interns program. Working alongside our school districts, we are making sure our youngest residents are getting the academic support they need through the Think Together after-school program. Think Together keeps our children, nearly 4,000 of them, safe and provides them with homework help and academic assistance while helping out our working families. But education shouldn't stop when schools close for the summer. Research shows that summer learning disproportionately affects lower income children. So to address this need, as a city, we partnered with Moreno Valley Unified School District to secure additional funding for the Think Together summer program to serve 118 students at Edgemont Elementary. If I could have Dr. Kedziora please stand to be recognized. Effective summer programs set the stage for more productive school years, and successful school years pave the way to brighter futures. Continuing education is becoming a reality for more and more of our community's high school graduates. And that is something that we have to pay attention to because they will be our future leaders, our future taxpayers. The Moreno Valley College Promise Initiative provides students their first year of college for free, making higher education a possibility for thousands of Moreno Valley residents. Just last night, the City Council approved a partnership with Moreno Valley College to sponsor even more Moreno Valley students to participate in the College and the Promise Initiative. That doesn't include just enrollment fees. It also covers textbooks, parking, and other fees that can pose an obstacle for many young people. I'd like to recognize a very special person that's here today that really believes in partnership. Dr. Robin Steinbeck, if you could please stand to be recognized. She's the president of Moreno Valley College. Thank you. The opportunities for higher education in Moreno Valley are greater than ever. Our efforts to bring a university to our city have paid off as well in the past year. California Baptist University recently opened its first satellite campus in the Moreno Valley Employment Resource Center. As an alumni, I am especially proud that students will be able to meet with professors, take hybrid classes there, and study. As home to a thriving global logistics industry, Moreno Valley also inspired one of Cal Baptist's newest programs, a logistics curriculum program within its business administration degree. Residents will now be able to take logistics and medical-related classes at Cal Baptist's satellite campus. We are training the future leaders of our city in the industries of our future. And we're training them right here in Moreno Valley. There is so much happening in Moreno Valley, and I hope that today, during this presentation of the videos and my speech, that you have found all the highlights of the great things that are happening in our city. Together, as a community, we have accomplished so much in the last 12 months, and we are excited about the challenges that lie ahead. We are focusing on economic development, more jobs. We are modernizing infrastructure, our roads. We're enhancing public safety. We're expanding library services. We are engaging residents and businesses to enhance quality of life. And most importantly, we are helping our young people for a brighter future. As we soar to new heights, we will marvel at vistas even more magnificent than ever before. Because we are working together, I know that our dreams are becoming a reality, our reality. Ladies and gentlemen, the state of our city is strong and getting stronger each and every day. The words of former President Obama ring true. Our destiny is not written for us. It's written by us. And we're going to write the next chapter together. Ladies and gentlemen, may God continue to bless each and every one of you, and may God continue to bless this great, great city of Moreno Valley. Thank you.